All right, morning coffee time. So, today I want to talk about forming your own opinion. I think there's a lot of, fake news accusations out there. There's a lot of people being quote unquote, I guess, sheeple, some people call them. There's a lot of people that just go along with the flow, and I'm talking about both sides of the spectrum, both left and right, or I guess for you, left and right. And I just want to say, hey man, we got to get away from that, right? You got to go and you've got to read things on the internet, and you've got to go to your choice or chosen news source, and you got to just make sure you never take anyone's word for what they write down, right? If you read an article and it seems opinionated and it gets you all fired up and emotional, chances are it was written intentionally that way, and there's probably a little bit of misinformation in there. So always make sure when you go and read an article, if it gets you fired up, go and see if you can verify it with some other sources. Go see if you can back it up with some, I guess if it's a current event, read other news sources and see what they're saying. Maybe go and read an article from the opposing views side and see what they say, and recognize that most likely the truth is probably somewhere right in there. It's never completely left or completely right. Both sides are pandering to a skewed vision that's creating this divide between Americans, where we just sit on our sides and we keep perpetuating that division and we keep growing it. So instead of being afraid of the other side, maybe go over there, see what they're saying, and take it for what it's worth, and realize that, well, there's probably some misinformation over there, there's probably some misinformation over here, and we're probably somewhere right in here, right? If it's something that's more scholarly driven, go find actual articles and data sources about what they're talking about. But just stop, for the love of God, stop just perpetuating this cycle where you take somebody's opinion, and more often than not, it's some misinformation article, and you just keep perpetuating it because you keep reposting it, and you don't even look at the data source, right? I think all of that being said, there are times where I think a lot of people do it for trolling purposes. I do that occasionally. You got to go out there and have fun, and that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is genuinely believing these things that you see without ever going and identifying it or finding the source for yourself. So today's thing is get out there, find something that you want to read about, and then go and find additional sources and form your own opinion, realizing that almost everything that you read on today's internet or news sources, or even some of the scholarly articles and textbooks, are gonna be skewed in one way or another. And just take it for what it's worth and try and find the real definition of what you're trying to find, and form your own opinion from there. And that's it.